start doing bud, I ain't just talking about no edibles. I be smoking. That's what I'm doing. I be smoking. I smoke it in a leaf. I take it to the chest. I'm smoking on the bud that I love best. I be smoking. Let me ask you something. What time of the day do you be smoking bud? Have you ever smoked bud before breakfast? Have you ever smoked bud while you watch the late show? Have you ever smoked bud on the couch? Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever rolled bud in the backseat of a car? I remember one time I rolled bud in the backseat of a car. Police came, shined his light, said, "What you doing?" "I'm smoking." I be smoking. I smoke it in a leaf. I take it to the chest. I'm smoking on the bud that I love best. I be smoking. Let me ask you something. How long has it been since you smoked bud? Did you smoke bud yesterday? Did you smoke bud last week? Did you smoke bud back in college? Square ass nigga. Or maybe you plan on smoking bud tonight. But remember, when you start smoking that bud, you gotta roll that L not too loose. Be coughing and shit like the ass end of that weed and be smoking. I be smoking. I smoke it in a leaf. I take it to the chest. I'm smoking on the bud that I love best. I be smoking. Now, when I start rolling bud with my woman, we smoke until I know she's satisfied. And I can always tell when she's satisfied, 'cause she starts calling out its name. She say, marijuana, 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 marijuana. Ooh, shit, marijuana. I be smoking. I be smoking. I smoke it in a leaf. I take it to the chest. I'm smoking on the bud that I love best. I be smoking.
To me. named Pam, body was ham, hard as a motherfucker. I was like, damn. Clicked on the page, I thought it was spam. She too damn perfect, I hope she not a man. Damn, as I'm scrolling, checking out her timeline, peeping out her story, and damn, she fine. Now I'm thinking about wishing I could rewind time, straight 20 piece. I mean, she a dime. I was at the crib, rolling up some swishers, phone dry as hell and I need a few bitches. Started out slow, I was sipping me some liquor, and next thing you know, she started liking my pictures. Y'all couldn't wait to tell all of my niggas. They asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. We met, had sex, mad hugs and mad kisses, and that's how I met her, she was liking my pictures. Yo, body is delicious, now she on the hit list. Asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. Now I'm at home, I'm cooking, she washing dishes. Asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. Yo, body is delicious, now she on the hit list. Asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. Now I'm at home, I'm cooking, she washing dishes. Asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. I met a chick named Jamonica, she was from Delanica. Booty was big, she played me like a harmonica. Came off the top like a yarmulke. Body so high, she blew the heat off the thermometer. She looked so delicious, she was something vicious. All it took for her was started liking my pictures. I slid in a DM, I was like, GM, good morning queen, I'm hoping we can see when we can link up and pull some drink up, light some stink up and tear the sink up. Yo, I swear to God, my intentions were malicious until she commented with lips and mad kisses. Needless to say that we handled our business. That's all because she was liking my pictures. Shorty fine as hell and her body looked delicious. And asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. Yo, body is delicious, now she on the hit list. Asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. Now I'm at home, I'm cooking, she washing dishes. Asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. Yo, body is delicious, now she on the hit list. Asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. Now I'm at home, I'm cooking, she washing dishes. Asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. Yo, body is delicious, now she on the hit list. Asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. Now I'm at home, I'm cooking, she washing dishes. Asked me how I met her, she was liking my pictures. Chicks ain't like you, that's why they hella mad. All you do is win, boo, I see what you into. Your man ain't 10 toes, they cut him like a ginsu. I admire the way you aspire. My day of love is fire. You my babe, so I require you stay. I'm professional, exceptional, I am no beginner. I treat her like my dinner, cause shorty is a winner. She's a winner. Man, she pay her own bills and know how to keep it real, and she always know the deal. She's a winner. She know how to get that dough and she stay on the low, and she is not a hoe, she's a winner. And she better than the baddest, in her face card her status, and she better than the match, she's a winner. And she always stand on business, and you better call her Mrs. God is my witness, she's
Shorty
a
A1
winner.
like 6 sauce. Get some cake I tricked off. Make it jump like crisscross. 3, 2, 1, I lift off. Love her like my hip hop. She's dealing with a big boss. I flutters like the beatbox. Withdrawals and detox. Supply, yo, you need not. Reminisce on like Pete Rock. You'll see else if you step wrong. No nonsense and headstrong. Anything less is dead wrong. Give her the best to kick on. I promise you'll be sick, dog. Cause she avoids the pitfalls. And hit dogs will holler. That's a tough pill to swallow. She's the template or the model. A hard act to follow. The body of work is enough to go berserk. With success, yo, she flirts. It's enough to put her first. So much value in her worth. From her head to her skirt. She make her own money. Put more bread up in her purse. Coming broke, it will get worse. Financially well versed. Disrespect her and your curse. Guarantee your heart will burst.
She's a winner. Man, she pay her own bills and know how to keep it real. And she always know the deal. She's a winner. She know how to get that dough and she stay on the low. And she is not a hoe. She's a winner. And she better than the baddest. In her face card her status. And she better than the max. She's a winner. And she always stand on business. And you better call her missus. God is my witness. She's a winner.
Hey, y'all, I got a great new album in the mail today.
B-Dub Beats. Whether you're in the mood for romance or an intimate night of fondling and hardcore fucking. If you're into water sports, this is the soundtrack for you. Let your stream of conscience flow as you rock over B-Dub Beats. Cause you know you want it bad as I do. B-Dub Beats. Light her ass up. She said her shoulders hurt, but those B-Dub Beats were playing. Oh man, some things are worth pulling out for, like B-Dub Beats. Hear the beats that made Florida Evans drop the punch bowl.
Damn.
Fantastic album, man. Let me borrow it. No, my brother. You got to buy your own.
And we're live. Back in effect for this first show of January 2025.
25, baby.
It is the FM Podcast. I am your host this evening. I am B-Dub.
I am Hassan, a.k.a. Alpha Dog. Roof, roof.
And for the moment, it will be just us two in the building. We're waiting on Branson. I don't know if Buddha or Kelly will be showing up, but it is what it is.
We got you.
Yeah.
We're going to hold it down for you, baby.
So first question I have for you is, how was your New Year's?
It was okay. Well, you know what? Take it back. It was good. You know what I'm saying? I got a minor victory. You know what I'm saying?
What was the minor victory?
Let's just say justice was on my side this time.
Oh, justice.
Yes, justice.
Okay, so what happened that justice was needed?
I mean, let's just say, some people, they just like can't let things go. And
Yeah.
then they do drastic things, and they do stupid stuff over temporary feelings. And the other person, I'm gonna say myself, get caught up in some stupid shit. So it's like, damn, you gotta go through some bullshit just to clear your shit. You feel what I'm saying?
I understand.
Right. So
Sort of.
Yeah.
I get you. Well, I didn't do nothing for New Year's. I stayed at the crib.
Yeah, I did too.
Kicked it for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I really had no desire to be anywhere, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, seeing as how it popped off on New Year's Day. It
got killed.
Yeah, there was a mass shooting or a mass killing in New Orleans,
Yep.
right there in was it Bourbon Street?
Yep, sure was.
During the New Year's Eve celebration, you had some dude committing a terrorist attack right there in New Orleans,
Right.
and then there was another incident, in Vegas?
Yep, right in Trump Towers.
Yep, right in front of Trump Towers, where somebody set a bomb off in a Tesla.
Yep, Tesla truck.
Irony.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
irony.
Yeah, but from my understanding, the Tesla truck was pretty heavy duty and maintained a lot of the impact of the blast, so it wasn't as deadly as it could have been, so that's always a good thing.
Right.
And we're going to give our special shout-outs that we normally do when we start the show. Shout out to 8th and Fancy for all of your adult snacks and needs and beverage needs.
Yes, sir.
Yes, then we're going to give a shout-out to Dank Drinks.
Dank.
They read up with us, so their face is good with us. Shout out Dank
good,
Drinks,
baby.
the dankest of drinks. Who else do we give a shout-out to? We're going to give a shout-out to the local plug.
Local plug.
Please eat responsibly.
Yes.
Don't we have somebody new? Crimey Dealers.
Yes, Crimey Dealers.
Shout out to Crimey Dealers doing
right.
their thing. And shout out, of course, to Alpha Dogs.
Come get these dogs, man.
Rough. And I think that's all of
That's
it for
pretty much
shout
it.
outs.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, so yeah, I wanted to give a quick rest in peace to Jimmy Carter, because he made it to 100 years old
100. Yo.
and passed away.
Yeah, real talk, man. To see 100, dog.
Yeah, he's the oldest, he's the longest living president ever.
Right.
No other president has reached 100 years old.
Well,
so.
don't you know Obama gonna pass that? And he ain't
Hopefully
even,
so.
He ain't even got to touch 100 though. Remember, he was one of like the youngest president. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So far, since he been out of office, how many presidents we have seen? Like 1, 2, 3, about 4 already.
4 since Obama?
Yeah.
Yep. No,
You got
3.
two Trump, Biden.
And that's it.
That's it. Yeah, 3.
Yeah, so just 2 presidents.
Well, it's 3 presidency, even though it's only
3
2.
presidencies, 2
Yeah.
presidents.
Right. Correct.
Cool. Well, yeah, that was an interesting evening, and shout out to Jimmy Carter.
Carter.
The one thing I've never really heard much criticism of Jimmy Carter. I just know everybody said he was not a good president, but he found redemption after leaving office,
Right.
and he was building Habitat for Humanity
That's
homes,
what
and
he
he was
did
a
all that.
peanut farmer, and he was known for being cool and all that. So, from my understanding, because he was president before I was born, he wasn't that good of a president during the 70s. The economy was in crisis with the oil issues and all that, and he was president. So I don't know how much of that was his doing versus just it being the economy and things that were happening.
Right. Or
But yeah.
other presidencies screwed it over, and he had to come in and clean up after that. You know.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm gonna give a quick rest in peace to Jimmy Carter, and shout out to the chat, people in the chat popping. I see Madam Sincere. Good evening, everyone, and Buddha in the chat. Pray for the parents of school-age children who haven't heard if school has been canceled yet. So
Talking about Wade County.
yeah, we're here in Wake County right now. There's the threat of snow and an ice mix overnight, and here in North Carolina, when severe weather happens, the threat of it is enough to close down schools. Schools will shut down at the threat of snow. It doesn't even have to start snowing. If the forecast says snow is in the circumference, they're like, oh, snap, and then they shut down school, because that's how North Carolina is.
To be fair, you know, one time they took that approach, like kept them, even though they had heads up that was possibility snowstorm coming, some couple of inches of snow, and they kept the kids. And what happened was, once that snow hit that ground, they couldn't. The kids were stuck at school. And the parents was pissed the fuck off. So and a lot of kids had to stay stay over school.
Stay overnight in school.
Right, exactly, because of that. So now, because of that,
At the threat, they just cancel it.
Exactly.
So it's the parents' fault that they cancel it at the drop of a dime.
Don't you know? When
Yes.
I was like elementary, getting to middle school, we used to walk like 10 blocks to school.
Yeah.
And on top of that, snow was so high. That shit was about this tall. And you know, imagine you like what?
You got to walk through it.
Walk through it. I mean, we had like 3 layers of clothing on.
Yeah.
Mom made
And
sure
you
she
keep it
had
moving.
some Vaseline on your face and stuff like that. You was lathered up and you was warm and you walked about 10 blocks
to school.
to school with at least
We
2
didn't have
feet
it
of
like
snow.
that in the DMV.
I
Nah.
mean, that in Jersey, yeah, it was like that.
Well, I mean, we had plenty of snow and cold weather in the DMV growing up, but there had to be the threat of some real snow falling before they canceled school for us growing up.
You know, New York and Jersey.
Yeah, New York is a different monster.
They ready for that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it ain't shit shut
That
down.
would piss me off if I lived in New York and I saw snow and thought I was getting out of school, but I
hell
still
no.
gotta go.
Hell no.
Hell no, that
ain't
would
go.
piss me off.
I mean, they have no choice to be prepared because you got to understand the city
Yeah, that's
has
what
water
that-
on both sides.
Yeah,
so,
that's how it is up north. That's just you got to adapt to the weather. But in the DMV, when you saw snow, you were generally out of school or a 2-hour delay. But you had to see snow. It wasn't like, oh, the threat of snow. No, F the threat of snow.
well, like I said, another thing you have to go with, like how often do snow come here? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, snow is not.
Right, so up north, they're gonna have the equipment. They prepare for that shit because
I don't know if it's still true. Don't they only have like 6 snow plows in the entire state of North Carolina?
No, that's not.
I heard,
not true.
yeah, I heard that when
no.
I was at Central.
No, I
I didn't know if that was true.
That's not true.
Okay, that's never been true.
The point is, like I said, up north, they regularly see
snow, so they used to snow.
So they invest in the equipment to make sure that everything can keep going. So here in North Carolina, you're not gonna see that because the one thing you gotta understand, it snows like one every 5 years.
Yeah, it don't snow a lot here.
The
But
average temperature is 55 degrees yearly. So
Yeah.
I mean, you're not gonna see a lot of snow. So
yeah,
again,
snow is not common in this area, but you will see it.
right, exactly. And when it comes, shit shuts down.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So
People freak out.
right.
Cool. So there's a lot of topics I wanted to cover this week. And, shout out Madam Sincere. She says she hated living in Rochester, New York because of the snow and cold.
Right.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
They
understand.
get that lake effect.
Yeah.
And they get feet.
Oh,
sick.
yeah. I know because they have, Lake Michigan?
right.
Yeah. And
see
the
the-
cold air blowing through there.
Exactly. And see, that's the reason why New York City and Newark, because between New York City on the west side of the city, you know what I'm saying, that's where Jersey is, Newark is, that's the Hudson River. And then on the east side of the city, they got the Atlantic Ocean. So they got 2 bodies of water on each side. So when that air come off the east side, they're gonna get snow.
You're going to get that
They
super
gonna get
chill.
that super snow. And that super chill.
Hell yeah. Okay, so I wanted to kick it off with the first story because Joe Budden was in the news
Joey.
for some incident happening to him. I think it was in December. Joe Budden was arrested
Yeah, Joey.
for lewd, for sleepwalking naked. He was charged with lewdness.
Yeah, Joey.
So it looks like this happened in December at his apartment building in Edgewater, Jersey. He was charged on December 4th after a neighbor reportedly saw him naked in the hallway in the building at 7 a.m. The incident was recorded on the neighbor's doorbell camera and showed Budden trying to enter numbers in the keypad before heading back to his home. So what Joe said is he was actually sleepwalking, and he was butt-ass naked in the hallway. He was walking around naked due to sleepwalking, and that's what the neighbor's camera saw, was him butt-ass naked walking around entering numbers into other people's keypad, I guess trying to get in because he was asleep and didn't know what he was doing.
That was his own apartment.
Yeah, and assumed it. So it said after a while, he entered a few digits on a few people's doors, and then he turned around and went back into his crib. And that's what happened. So the Joe Budden's lawyer is accusing the police of racial bias after they issued a news release before Budden's court date. They said it was sleepwalking, and Joe Budden said he was just sleepwalking. And
shout out to Robin Moore in the chat.
Shout out, Robin. Yo. And basically, from my understanding, it just seems like that's all that happened. He went out in the hallway, butt-ass naked. Sleepwalking, turned around and went back in. From my understanding, because he's a celebrity, I guess this is an opportunity to embarrass him further by broadcasting this publicly. Mm-hmm. But, you know, if it is confirmed that he has issues with sleepwalking, there ain't really much I can say about it. I don't think he was out there being devious. I think this was an incident with sleepwalking. I've never met somebody who sleptwalk, or at least not to my knowledge.
Me too. I never had, but
that's some creepy shit.
Right, you get up and just
be moving around and sleep.
You sleep. You don't know what the hell you doing.
Yeah, that's scary as hell, man. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that.
Right, I'm like, damn, you might want to kill my ass and sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I've heard stories of people sleepwalking, and then they have to, in order to not sleepwalk, they have to like go into a sleeping bag and zip it up real tight, and they got to kind of enclose themselves and lock themselves in when they go to sleep, so they don't accidentally wake up. And that's weird. That's like being a werewolf.
Right.
I
can't even imagine.
Yeah, you just wake up and there's carnage in front of you, and you're like, what happened? You were sleepwalking. That's crazy.
Right,
so,
that's what I'm saying. I'll be freaked out. Somebody like,
yeah, I mean, you can get killed like that.
Hold on.
You butt naked.
They sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden you might throw some, I don't know, you can't throw no water on them because they might go in shock or some shit like that. I don't know, bro. What the fuck you do with that, some shit like that when that happens?
I don't know. Buddha said Tomas used to do something similar to that. And I should ask Branson when he gets here. So I guess Buddha knows some people that sleepwalk. So that's some crazy shit. You know, when somebody's asleep and they're walking, it's a good chance where you can get a free shot and punch him in the face.
I don't know, bro. That's some scary shit, bro. Sleepwalking and shit, bro. And I'm just like, you don't even know what the hell you done. It just, you know.
Robin admits to having whole conversations while she's asleep. And that's
now that's true. Yeah, that's true.
I could deal with somebody talking in their sleep. That's harmless.
That's true. Yeah.
When you physically get out the bed
and you doing something,
yeah,
that's something else. Cause what if you just getting out of bed and you probably had thoughts of killing my ass?
Yeah.
I don't know about that shit.
I mean, everything can be normalized if you prepare somebody and give them the heads up. Like Robin, I hope whoever you're with, you let them know ahead of time that when you sleep, you talk, because that would freak me the hell out. If I'm laying next to a woman for the first time and she's having a whole ass conversation in her sleep, don't be surprised if you wake up in the morning and I ain't there. That's some creepy shit.
So you say if that happens, that would creep you out.
I'm the king of the 3, 4, 5 a.m. dip out. Nigga. That's how I know Biscuitville is open at 5:30. Nigga, I be driving back. Oh shit, Biscuitville, there's no drive-through. Yeah, there's no line. Let me stop and get. That's a delicacy.
Hey, you get the first one, right?
Yeah,
fresh.
Nigga,
one.
that 5:30 trip.
You get the first one, fresh. The first motherfucking biscuit that come out that's cut out of the damn thing.
Yeah, you get some pussy and Biscuitville hours apart. Nigga, that's heaven.
I ain't getting nowhere. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not me. I'm not getting up going. You good?
I'm getting out.
If I don't know, it all depends.
I find reasons.
It all depends. Now, if it's good, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You gotta lay there. You know what I'm saying?
If it's good,
it's good. You gotta get up and just roll over and get it again. You know, you can't dip out 3.
That's
5.
you.
Yeah, I can't do that, bro.
No,
I got it. I can't do that.
If it's good, I got a memory to jerk off
to. Oh man, you tripping, dog. I gotta get it again. I don't know about you. I see you around.
I'm sorry. That's
almost like brunch time.
That's
the worst case scenario, nigga. I'm cooking.
That's a great night to me. Get some ass and then you leave her house about 3, 4 a.m.
No, man.
Drive home.
Only way that happens if it's trash or her.
I just like to sleep alone. That's what it is.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Especially after you smash.
So what if you get tired of sleeping alone? When you don't get tired of sleeping alone?
No.
So you never get tired of sleeping alone?
No.
So you don't never. So you are cool with for the rest of your life sleeping by your damn self?
Yes. Nah, I mean, don't get it twisted. Okay, I'll take that back. I'll take that back.
I'm about to say, let me hear this shit right here.
I enjoy sleeping next to somebody I like.
Right.
Okay. Now, if I'm just smashing, just to smash, I'm ready to go home after I smash.
I understand.
But if I really feel something for that girl,
right,
I'll stay till 5 and then I'll leave. She gets 2 hours to cuddle with me.
You is stupid.
I gotta sleep alone.
So again, the question I'm asking you is: so you are cool with, once you get like up in age, you still sleep by yourself? You don't never want no woman sleeping next to you?
Again, if I like the woman,
yes.
But no, if it's just some random girl.
No, I get you. I'm with you on the random.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if it's somebody that you like, you really digging. I mean, you don't think like you want that person?
If I know the girl and I like her and I know she won't go through my pants and try to get my wallet when I'm asleep, I might sleep next to her and close my eyes.
Yeah, you got to. Wait, have you ever met one that haven't done none of that to you?
And no, you know why?
Why?
I keep an eye open when I'm next to a scandalous woman. So
how you know she's scandalous?
You just know. You feel it when you smashing. This is some scandalous pussy. You be up in that pussy. You be thinking of toxic shit.
But what if she's actually a good one? She's actually a good one.
I don't know.
Because you already got a in a box already.
Oh no, because I'm usually right. I'm usually right with my perception of people.
How many relationships you had? Because we gotta get on the subject, but I'm just curious. You don't open up the
I've had in my lifetime, I can honestly say 6 relationships where I was comfortable calling a woman my girl.
What was the length of those relationships?
6 months.
6 months is
the longest relationship I've ever been in was probably about 18 months.
18 months.
Yeah.
And why y'all break up?
Because she was toxic and I'm not.
Okay.
See, my issue is I'm not toxic, Robin. She said you like toxic women, friend. No. Well, yeah, the women I date might be toxic. I'm not toxic, and that's why they don't last.
So when would you ever go for a woman that's not considered quote unquote toxic?
Well, I never get into a relationship with a woman believing they're toxic. It's just women put up a front, or the ones I deal with.
Right. The ones you came across.
After a couple months, they get comfortable, and that's when they start showing the real them. And I don't like the person that's the real them. I like the representative they sent those first couple of dates.
Gotcha.
If she could keep it the same way it was the first time I smashed, I'd be married now, nigga. But that's the problem. They throw that mask off. And then I see the real them. And, I come from a 2-parent home. I already know this is going to be set up for failure. It's not going to work. I'm telling her visibly or vocally feedback. She's not listening to me. And then she pulls that Travis Hunter shit. I felt him when he said she's mad at me all the time. Women get mad at me all the time. And then I just straight up ask, did I do something to you? No, I'm just tired. Okay. Well, that means I'm in a fucking emotionally abusive relationship because I didn't do nothing to you and you're fucking dogging me all the time. So now, if I didn't do nothing to you then this is just who you are as a person. Either that or you just don't feel me no more.
Gotcha.
So if that's the case, if I make you angry all the time, I tell women, the worst thing I'll do is remove my presence. I don't want anybody angry at me all the time. If I can't fix the issue, I'll leave you alone so you can find somebody that makes you happy, that doesn't make you angry all the time like me.
That's fair.
And that's what I do because my peace is more valuable than anything else. That's why I leave women. It's like, if you mad all the time, if I'm not making you happy, I'm not going to stay in the picture and just fuck.
You know what? I get you on that because, like I said, I've had my experience, so I'm not going to be the one to sit here and say otherwise.
My peace is way too valuable.
Yes, man, listen. I get what you saying. You still feel what I'm saying? So, we're going to stop right there because we got these topics we got to get into.
So I wanted to get into another clip because there was this woman who was discussing 50 Cent's Vegas show. I got the video queued up, so I'm going to go ahead and play.
50 Cent's Las Vegas Residency might be the worst show that's ever come to Vegas. The theater was mostly full and people seemed to be excited about it. But take a minute to listen and then I'll share why I thought it was terrible. The sound in the theater was terrible, and the hype men were louder than him for the entire show. He spoke once only to say he was doing 6 shows and then he was done. He performed 84 minutes and then walked off stage. It really felt like he didn't want to be there. These were not cheap seats. I'll put more details in the comments. Follow me for all the Vegas.
So that was somebody who paid their hard-earned money to see 50 Cent's Vegas residency and was disappointed at the performance. And when I saw the video, I was like, what the hell is her problem? First, she said the audio was bad, but I could hear 50 clearly. Her only complaint I agreed with were the hype men were kind of loud. But, you know, it's a rap show. That shouldn't really ruin the entire show for you.
Well, she said 84 minutes and he was gone.
Yeah. So, yeah, a 90-minute show.
I mean, an hour, a rapper, an hour is good.
Yeah.
I mean,
but he did 90 minutes.
Right. It's not like rappers are singing songs and shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you're singing a song, you can, slow it. You can stretch it out. And, whatever the case, man. I mean, you can do a rap too, but songs is you talking about what? The average song is what?
3 to 4 minutes.
3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And an average hip hop song is like 1 to 3 minutes.
Now, my thing is, what did this lady expect? Because everything I expect in a 50 Cent show, I saw in that clip. I expected to hear him clearly, which I did. And I wasn't expecting him to dance. This ain't Usher or Chris Brown or New Edition's Residency.
And that nigga eating too good. You notice when when a person first get money and it's coming in on a regular basis. You saw 50 Cent when he doing the damn upside down. That nigga, he swole.
Yeah.
He eating good. You know what I'm saying? That nigga ain't working out. So that's why when that nigga be talking, he talking.
Yeah.
He sound like he gets damn. So I can get what she's saying.
Yeah.
Because in a sense, when he talk, if you listen to 50 now when he talk, that nigga sound like somebody kind of like this and shit. You know what I'm saying? But the nigga he just not working out. He eating good. I mean,
I was a little confused at the complaint, just like I said, because if he came to any place in Raleigh and did a show like that, I thought it would have been a good show.
I mean, but this one, it's a white woman.
Yeah,
and so their expectations, it's probably a little bit different. She, and that's not saying she might have gone to other hip hop shows and saw their performances.
MC Hammer.
I mean,
I went to an MC Hammer show.
I'm gonna give her a little. If she paying tickets at Vegas, she got some money. So, so I'm gonna give her a little room. So I'm gonna say she probably can have some say in it, because if she paid for the 50 cent tickets at Vegas, then I know she done gone to other hip hop artists in her. So probably like a Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
Cause she out there in Vegas, so that's West Coast. So Wiz Khalifa, a Snoop Dogg, Dre. She probably been to, quite a few of them. Like I'll even say she probably even did what's a man out there?
Who's that?
E40 and
DJ Quick? Who?
No. E40 out at Bay Area. What's the
E40 and
Old School? I got him on the tip of my tongue. I can't even get it out.
Now Mac Dre, not Keek the Sneak. I know I'm thinking of Oakland rappers.
Yeah.
E40. Too Short?
Yeah, Too Short. So I'm gonna give her that she been to those different shows.
Yeah, I believe that.
So like I said, again, I'm gonna give her some leeway, because like I said, 50, like I said, he's not working out anymore. He's getting money.
He's flabby sick.
Right. He ain't even 50 Cent no more. That nigga like $2. He $2. But he got some money though. You know what I'm saying? So hey, it's like, I don't know. He getting his bread, so I ain't knock him on that. But on the real though, you probably can't hear him clearly. You know what I'm saying?
I could hear it.
And then on top of that, he doing all that shit. He getting tired. You know what I'm saying? So, she probably goes on point there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. So 50 word got actually back to 50 about that video. So 50 saw that video and he decided to drop a response back at his residence.
They said the audio was bad. I said, bitch. supposed to say some shit like 50 be doing this shit. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't say the music was bad, man. Fuck all that, man. What you thought I was gonna be out here rollerblade like Usher and shit? I said some shit Chris Brown was flying in Africa. I don't have records that require me to fly in Africa. If y'all not tired, let me see you put your hands up one time. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Now, look, man, look.
Yeah.
You can hear him talking.
He's winded.
I heard Chris Brown. I heard Chris Brown fine. You can't. He's struggling talking now.
Yeah, he's out of breath.
That nigga out of breath.
But he's giving you a 90-minute show.
But he's out of breath.
Niggas didn't complain when Elvis was out of breath in Vegas.
We wasn't alive, so we can't speak on that. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, he was on point when he ain't on no rollerblades. He ain't Usher. He don't have songs that require him to fly in the air like Chris Brown was doing. But if you listening to the man talk,
yes,
the nigga is struggling talking. I mean, you really gotta hone in and listen on what he talking about.
Yes.
So, hey, I know word might get back to 50 and shit, but listen, dog, you might need to get back in the gym. You know what I'm saying? And listen, you got paper so you can get it. You get the body sculpted up for you and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Get a surgery.
You get a surgery quick. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. What's that other shit they take? Ozempic and shit?
Ozempic.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you can hear him.
Yeah, heavy breathing.
That nigga don't work out. Only thing he work out is that fucking fork and the money. That's what he lifts. The money and the fork.
That's all he needs.
You might need to let go on the fork on a little bit though. You might need to let down on the carbs. You know what I'm saying? Just do a little walk. Oh, hey, listen, you can do the simple way. See, people don't know this, right? You can really get exercise by having sex.
Oh, yeah.
Burn calories. So you might need a goddamn, whatever. All I'm just saying, but he's struggling talking though.
Yeah.
So that's giving credit what she's saying when you hear him perform, you can barely hear him. Because when he lifting his hands up like this, that's taking that win. So like any other older person, it's not like you in your teens and 20s when you can pop and shit and everything clear and all the syllables hitting hard and shit. Yeah. You're older now. You might have been around the block a few times. You're drinking, you're smoking. You feel what I'm saying? And if you getting money, you ain't doing all that running around like you was doing before because everything is slowed down for you. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Come to a damn near you damn near controlling every fucking movement. So if your whole, 40 years of your life was like 100 miles an hour and you done reached the pinnacle, let me stop that motherfucker right there, nigga. Shit. Look at all these dead. Look at all the first 40 years of my fucking life. That shit was like that. So let me stop. But he really stopped. Like I said, the nigga struggling to talk. Yeah. So that's just me.
Now Robin says the sex thing only works if you're not just laying there. So
both parties had to incorporate. I mean, you have to really, physically move some body parts.
Somebody's got to take turns. Moving the hole.
Yeah, y'all got to move around and shit. You know what I'm saying? You literally got to sweat. I'm talking about where you're breathing hard, like to where every time you sucking in the wind, the air, it's like you almost like you outside. It's cold as fuck. And you know how it is when you up north and you breathing.
Oh yeah,
that shit hurts.
that icy cold.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's when you know you did a workout. That's when you know you did some fucking. Yeah. That's when you feeling that shit right there. But
yeah. Okay, so shout out to 50 Cent getting that guap. We gonna keep it moving because another entertainer who was receiving criticism in the news this week was Angel Reese, a crowd favorite for racists. Angel Reese decided to delete her Instagram account after posting her New Year's Eve outfit and releasing and getting a huge backlash on it.
Which it was stupid. For what?
Did you see her New Year's Eve outfit?
Yeah, that shit.
That shit looked right on her.
That shit was nice. I mean, listen, man. She is tall
Yeah.
She's in shape, so she can practically wear what she want.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is that she's tall with it, it just makes it like, damn,
sexy.
right, exactly. So motherfuckers gonna be hating, but I don't know. Listen, but this is what happened though when you engage with social media.
Yeah.
You can win in a sense, but that means you're gonna have to damn near what your image is gonna be like.
Well, the problem is, I think Angel Reese is very sensitive.
Yeah, I mean, but that's true, but there's nothing wrong with her being sensitive because I'm not, listen, when I say this, I'm not being sexist, so please, any feminists that's out there, do not hit me over here by saying this.
Yeah.
She's a woman. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the characteristic of most women is to be sensitive. So there's nothing wrong with that.
But the problem is, she put that image online.
That's true. Because if you did, I mean, she should know by now that she gonna have Team Reese and it's gonna be Team fuck the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? It's a numbers game. You listen, Reese. If you listen to me, you know what I'm saying. I'm part of Reese's Pieces. I'm on your side.
I defend Angel Reese all the time.
All I'm just saying is, just like how it makes you money. You feel what I'm saying? You're gonna get criticism, regardless of what you do. You feel what I'm saying? Just as if you felt strong enough to put it on, and you look good in it, and you felt fabulous in it. Fuck who say what they say. Yeah. Let them be mad. You know. But
it's weird because every time she puts on things like this, when you bring it up, like when Shaq brought up the whole dunking in your panties, she got all.
Well, that's different though because, like she said, she don't look at him like she don't look.
But that's the issue. It's like weird because she wants certain men to view her in a certain light.
And I got you. And see, and that's the part that's kind of, I wouldn't say confusing, that what I try to say to what I think, especially going to come up with a topic that we about to talk about, how it plays in the workforce.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because, you know, again, everybody has physical, you know, gifts in certain areas and stuff like that. And again, I'm a firm believer you can wear what you want. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing.
I agree.
Long as it's professional and everything, and it's not, you know, skank looking. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
You can wear whatever, even if it's skank looking.
Right.
I believe you can wear.
No,
well, you can. You just have to deal with the backlash.
Right. But again, though, the thing about it is, see, this is the one thing that, and again, I'm not a woman. You know what I'm saying? But I've you know, dealt with plenty of women and all shapes and sizes, and it doesn't matter how, I guess, dressed down they could. If you have a certain physique on you, like big boobs or big hips, that you can't hide that.
Yeah.
That's always going to be there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now, you know, again, if you wear certain things and it's going to draw attention, now some motherfuckers, you don't want their attention because, you know, they might not handling it correctly. They probably being rude, disrespectful. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's you know, just basically like, you know, putting their nuts on your shoulder. Yeah, hold that shit.
But that's what happens when you dress like that. You can't dictate how people are going to view you when you wear salacious shit like that.
Well, what about the ones that don't wear salacious stuff? They're
still going to, you know, all women are going to be sexualized to a certain extent.
Yeah, of course. That's facts because, I mean, if you're an attractive woman, you're an attractive woman. I'm going to look at you. That's
exactly.
But you just, I don't know. I guess now as a man, you just got, especially in corporate world, especially if you're a man in position of power, that means you get to dictate their salary. Yeah. So it's a different ball game because you just like in that sense with Angel Reese and Shaq. He even mentioned that in there. They're talking about, like, I'm paraphrasing, so I'm not saying word for word because I forgot. Basically, he can help her with deals.
Yeah.
Which he probably already has since,
you know what I'm saying,
she's at LSU. So the thing about it is, by him coming on to her like that, that puts unnecessary and uneasy pressure on her because what if she says no?
Yeah.
And he gets mad about it, and he sit here and plays with her bank or play with her career and stuff like that. So this is where it gets tricky at, and this is where you got to have rules and standards and stuff like that. And it goes for a woman as well, because if a woman's in power position and she has male supportness up under her, same thing goes for her. You know what I'm saying? But we have, the only reason why it's heavily stipulated on men because there's more men that's in power position in the corporate and other industries.
I agree, but I also agree that when you walk out your house like that, you are subjecting yourself.
Are we talking about the ones that's intentionally?
I'm talking about Angel Reese specifically.
Okay, yes, I got you.
Okay, Angel Reese, when she walks out of the house in scantily clad stuff like that,
right.
you know, I believe she has the right to do so,
right.
and you don't have the right to harass her, touch her, any of that. But she is not free from the court of public opinion.
I mean, that's true, and I agree with you on that. I mean, again, I was just speaking on the Shaq part.
Yeah.
That part is tricky, and
it's really not. If you out here showing skin, then it comes into play in your public image, which is used to promote products. So it all ties together.
Understand that though, but when you look at a certain person as a mentor, and you don't have no type of sexual,
and I agree to an extent, but what Shaq was doing was business. He was saying if you put in panties and show you dunking, you will sell money.
But he also was playing. See, Shaq, listen, man. Shaq ain't stupid, man.
Yeah, I know. There was a little flirtation in there.
Right. He was throwing that. Because if she bit any type of way, he would have put the full court press on her ass off the camera. Yeah. And she was, even then she felt
so he was testing the waters.
Yeah, he was testing her. He was testing her.
I believe that to an degree.
But so in that sense, that's not right. Because again, if she doesn't look at you in that way, regardless what she wear, if she doesn't, if y'all, okay,
Shaq is old enough to be a father, basically.
Right. Well, no, not even that. Because I mean, hell, Jamie Foxx, he was with a 22-year-old. That's old enough to be a daughter. So I'm not even gonna say that. The fact of the matter is, he came in introducing himself as a mentor. Yeah. As a brotherly figure.
That's the role he should play.
And that's the role you should play. Don't try to tiptoe. Yeah. Don't try to use that as a way to backdoor.
But there was still a business aspect of
understand that,
him
though.
Approaching her saying that.
If he left it solely on that and not try to test her, and she knew immediately
what he was trying
what he was trying to do, because she was pushing back like, nah. You know what I'm saying? So she was already doing it. So the fact that she immediately pushed back and knew and pushed back, he still, and then that's when he tried to smooth it. That's when he smoothed it over and said, well, you know, with that right here, the product, you can push this, blah, 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 because he's a salesman, because his face is on over 100 fucking major companies. And so again, so he toted that line perfectly. But in a sense, you know what I'm saying, there's other men and women who don't know how to tote that line, and who abuses their position to their subordinate. Because like I said, we about to get talk upcoming topic about to come up now. It's gonna co-ties what we're talking about right here now. So again, if Shaq would have came in like, you know, look, you little pretty PY little thing. I want to get that little coochie. You know what I'm saying? And you know, after I tapped that a few times, I got some deals for you lined up. We can get you some money in your bank. Now, if he did something like that, came off like that, all right, cool. That's something different. He didn't. He's like, yo, come here. I'm big bro. You little sis, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to take you up on my wing, and I got you. You know what I'm saying? Then he tried to backdoor like,
Now, another thing Angel Reese was criticized on was, like, they were saying she was arrogant and narcissistic after her video at the gas station explaining her phobia. I have that video queued up.
Look, this is why I don't like going to the gas station, because people are always rolling up on my car. Listen, watch this.
You are so pretty in real life.
Thank you.
You are so pretty. He said that was you. I said that's not her. You're very pretty.
Thank you.
Can you get a picture?
Sure.
Oh my God, you said yes. Hey, can we take a picture?
Nah, that was a little scary, yo. That's why I was like, sure. Because at first, I don't know, like, when people get out the car, I'd be a little like, especially the world we living in right now. People get killed by the day. It's like, nah, I like when people say, like, well, I don't know. Is it like a backhand compliment when somebody say, like, you so pretty? You even prettier in person. Or like, you so pretty in person. I mean, I take it, because see me in person.
So that was Angel Reese explaining her phobia.
Man, she ain't got no phobia. Because if you got a phobia, you ain't. I take it. You ain't doing all that shit. You're not being extra, Angel.
You think she was being a little arrogant?
Yeah, she was. I mean, listen. Mm-hmm. You want to play with this internet shit, right? You're gonna have your friends and you're gonna have your foes. You feel what I'm saying? So the energy you put out is the energy you're gonna get back. You feel what I'm saying? So, and on top of that, I'm sure the car that you're driving is probably cost anywhere $250,000, maybe $500,000. I wouldn't be surprised $1 million. In other words, you have a car that's very noticeable. And then how the way you talking, you interact with people.
Yeah.
You interact with people on the streets. It's just when you want to. That's the whole thing.
See, and that's how I feel about when she dresses. Like, she wants attention from people that she wants it from, while she doesn't want attention from the people that are giving it to her.
And again, I respect you. I respect the point which you're talking about, because that's true. You cannot dictate who wants who looks at you. If you put it out there and that's how you flaunt it, then you gotta
deal with it.
Handle that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta handle that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you can't play it. You can't have both sides of the fence on that one. Because like I said, she like.
Yeah. She was getting a little narcissistic.
You out there, girl. Stop playing now. Don't you out here playing on this internet. We ain't doing that. Now, I'm part of Reese's Pieces gang, goddamn, but I gotta call you out on that.
No, I always defend the Angel, but sometimes she be doing shit where you be like,
you're doing too much,
too much.
Because if you about that life, you from B-more, goddamn. You about she know what it is. Stop playing. You heard what she said? Talking about that's motherfucker get killed. She talking that shit.
Yeah,
she know. Stop playing, eh?
Now, the other part that got me was when she asked that question at the end. If somebody says you're beautiful or more pretty in person, is that an insult or not? And I was just like, that's a compliment.
Right. I mean, hello, you what, 6'4"?
Yeah.
You like what, a solid 200?
Yeah.
And you like, damn. What?
Ladies, if somebody tells you you're prettier in person, that's a compliment.
That's a compliment.
Because on TV and on social media, you have filters and a lot of shit that can make you look pretty, but not as pretty.
And then on top of that, do you not know how hard it is for a man to talk to a woman, let alone an attractive woman?
Well, that wasn't a man. That was a woman being a groupie.
But outside of that, though, what's a group? I don't think she was being a groupie. I think she was.
She was acknowledging.
She was acknowledging.
She sounded like somebody humble. A person,
right? A groupie is somebody who's like stalking, who's at every spot. You know what I'm saying? Every time you turn around, you see this motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? That's a groupie. Yeah. That's just a fan right there. You feel what I'm saying? So if you are a sports figure, you are a famous person. You tall as hell, can't miss your motherfucking ass. And I'm sure when you put them goddamn heels on, you towering over the average nigga.
You gotta be Tracy McGrady's height.
Man, she's standing about 6'6".
Yeah, 6'6", 6'7".
Yes,
you Jordan.
You the tallest motherfucker, and you fine as fuck. So who gonna miss you?
Yeah,
who gonna miss you?
Nobody.
On top of the car that you driving. Stop playing, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You like to be seen now.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I know somebody else who like to be seen with this Fox Sports. Fox Sports is in the news. Lord. The lawsuit just hit today, or at least to the media. Skip Bayless is in the news. Skip Bayless is being sued in a lawsuit that says a hairdresser said Skip Bayless made repeated unwanted advances towards her, including offering $1.5 million to have sex with him.
$1.5 million.
Yeah, so the lady bringing the case is a lady named Noshin Faraji, who was a hairstylist at Fox for more than a decade and is seeking unspecified damages from Bayless, Fox Sports, and its parent company, Fox Corporation. And it looks like the lawsuit was filed Friday in California Superior Court in L.A. So basically what the hairdresser is claiming is that Skip Bayless made constant unwelcomed advances at her while she was cutting his hair multiple times at Fox Sports. And Skip wanted that pussy bad, boy. Skip was sitting there. He said he was giving her lingering hugs, kisses on the cheeks, and comments from Bayless that he could change her life if she had sex with him. And if that man is offering you $1.5 million for sex, he literally could change his life. That's just weird to me that a woman
gonna pay. He gonna pay a bag for that motherfucker, boy.
Skip was breaking 7 figures for that pussy.
Skip said, "Look, I've been with my wife about 50 years. I know that pussy. Like, I'm about to put a bag on your head."
He's like, I'm tired of fucking this woman who looks like me. Skip was tired of Ernestine.
Skip said 1.5. 1.5 or 1.2?
1.5.
I don't give a fuck. That's a lot of damn money just to have
some. Yeah.
God almighty, boy.
Ladies, I'm sorry. If somebody ever gives you an offer of 1.5 million, you better throw dignity out the window and get that man some pussy.
You know they not doing that.
Yeah. So Robin says subordinates can never consent. That's why. But nobody had to know.
But it goes back to the sexual harassment thing.
Yeah.
He has a powerful position over her. You feel what I'm saying? So he can really screw her life over and stuff like that. So, but go ahead, continue.
Okay, so now it looks like it says Faraji, the hairdresser, says she was fired in 2024 based on fabricated reasons.
See?
The lawsuit says she initially remained quiet about her treatment at Fox, believing she could be in danger if she went in public. And the suit also claims Fox employees were not paid their full wages or overtime and seek class action lawsuit status on behalf of that. So right now we have all of those details. I'm sure more are going to come out as the week progresses. But right now it looks like Skip is in some shit because Skip was getting ruthless with this chick. So
Skip said.
Yeah, after that,
he's like them old man hugs, like them old man hug when he.
Yeah, he's like, where my hug at?
Yeah, he pressing his meat up against.
Hell yeah! So this woman who was a single mother told Skip she was not interested in him and did not date at work, and she also told Skip Bayless that she was suffering from ovarian cancer after developing issues with her left ovary. Just to hope he would back down.
Right.
And Skip said no.
He said, fuck that ovarian cancer.
Yeah, I want that cancerous pussy.
He said, I'll pop that other damn
Yeah, he said.
Skip said, fuck that shit. I don't care. He said, I don't care. You about to die. I want some of that. You can have full-blown AIDS. He said, I'm still going some of that. Let's go.
So, yeah, in addition to that.
Skip crashing out over there.
Yeah, Skip is really crashing out over this pussy if it's true.
Boy. Damn.
So this is a wild lawsuit, but it's not surprising because I've seen on live on Undisputed, Skip can turf that mask off and get downright ruthless. And I done seen it with Shannon Sharp when he told Shannon to put his glasses back on after insulting his stint in the Hall of Fame. So there was a point where Skip, where the woman told Skip, I can't deal with you. Aren't you a married man? And Skip was like, hey, didn't your father have 3 or 4 wives? I was like,
oh my God.
Why do I believe Skip said that?
He said that.
Yeah,
Skip said that.
I'm like, I don't know Skip personally, but I know Skip well enough to know that's some shit Skip would say.
That's what Skip would say. He said, in other words, when he said 3 or 4 wives, she's
Middle Eastern.
Middle Eastern.
So she's trying to say, yeah, you should be used to seeing multiple wives because didn't your dad have multiple wives? To which she responded, her father had died, and her father had passed away, and I don't believe her father had multiple wives, and she said that's a weird comment to make. And then to make matters take it even further, Skip was crashing out on her over Shannon Sharp. So Skip allegedly approached this woman and accused her of sleeping with Shannon Sharp.
Look,
he was on some, you gave Shannon some ass, why won't you give me some ass?
Right. And look, and because now this is why I say she said she got fired.
Yeah.
Because some falsely Skip did it.
Yeah, I believe that.
And Skip did it because look, if he came on some, well, you gave Shannon some ass, why can't I get it?
Yeah.
That's some hating ass shit. You know what I'm saying?
But that's Skip.
Yeah, as a man, if you know that information, and even if you did get turned down, you is not supposed to throw that man up
under the bus. So Skip is dirty macking.
Yeah, exactly.
Skip is throwing salt in the nigga game.
Exactly. Just what happened, it wasn't true. You
Skip,
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, Shannon never slept with this woman.
Exactly. So it wasn't true. But I'm just saying, what if it was?
God, I wonder what Shannon is thinking because he left Fox right before all that shit happened. So I already know he's breathing a sigh of relief, and the woman bringing the lawsuit cleared his name.
And she named somebody else.
Now Joy Taylor. God, we were talking about Angel Reese, so Joy Taylor.
So for those of you who don't know who Joy Taylor is, Joy is Jason Tatum.
Jason Taylor's sister.
Yeah.
From the Miami Dolphins. Former Miami Dolphin, Jason Taylor.
Right.
His sister is Joy Taylor. And Joy Taylor, boy, she been in these streets. She earned her way to Fox. She slept her way to the top. If these allegations are true,
she gave some pussy to get up with.
She was giving that. She was doling that shit out like Halloween candy.
Right, like, yo, you want this pussy? It's gonna cost you this position, this salary, blah blah blah. That's exactly what she was.
So
doing.
it looks like details are happening in the lawsuit where they're giving details about the role Joy Taylor played in this situation. So it seems like the relationship started between this woman suing Fox and Joy Taylor in 2016 when Joy Taylor moved from Miami to Los Angeles specifically to be on Fox Sports. And that's when she met this woman. And they linked up and became friends. And Joy Taylor's the one that brought the woman to Fox and said, I can get you in as a hairdresser. Mm-hmm. So that's how they got in. They were friends. And I guess Joy Taylor was dishing all her dirt. And in the lawsuit, it states that Joy Taylor was sleeping with the head of Fox News, I believe a guy with the last name Dixon. And he was the one smashing Joy. He was the one allegedly, who brought her from Miami to Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. And they said Joy's rise was pretty quick because she went from a local sportscaster in Miami and a bartender on the side to being a nationally syndicated host on Undisputed in 2016.
She sucked that meat real
Boy,
good.
she sucked the skin off that meat.
She had that much. Look, she had like your boy on Cotton, Sunshine.
Oh, Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights.
Oh, yeah. Sunshine.
Sunshine got that ass. That nigga was like,
that nigga called his wife. I ain't coming home.
I ain't coming home, bitch. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Look, you had Fred Fox. He see that. He like, yeah, that motherfucker did. That shit was.
Yeah, so it's a little hectic there. So while there, Joy Taylor was basically saying that she was sleeping with the head of Fox, and that's why she was getting this position. And then she was saying how she was giving Emmanuel Ocho the pussy. And so this woman that's suing Fox, Faraji, told Joy Taylor, is it wise to be smashing Emmanuel and this dude who's the head of Fox Sports at the same time? Because now you're going to have a little love triangle, which could lead to some shit at the workplace. But Joy Taylor was on some fuck that shit.
Now, listen, mind you now. Now, in most situations, I would not hate on. I don't know. Hold on.
Is that the door? Hold on. We got a door.
Hold on. We got an intruder.
Yeah. We're getting the door. Don't worry. I edit this part out when we do the show. Yeah. So it looks like this happened all in 2016.
The point I was making was, in most situations, I would not hate on a woman doing her thing because men does it. You feel what I'm saying? But she's at the workplace, and this is the number one reason why that's not good. Because look what she's doing. Because motherfucker, we've heard stories, and some of us who watch the news, motherfuckers got killed.
Yeah,
they got killed at work. Came to job, they pop a cap in that motherfucker ass because she throwing that coochie around. That fire.
Yeah. So it looks like
Joy was getting busy.
Yeah, it seems like for the head of Fox, Joy was like, I guess, his bottom bitch or something, because she was trying to sick Joy on Skip, because when it was decided that Undisputed was happening, Joy Taylor was going to be the moderator. Skip did not want Joy Taylor to be the moderator. He did not like Joy Taylor.
Right.
So it looks like the head of Fox, this Mr. Dixon guy, arranged a dinner between Skip and Joy Taylor. And she arrived in provocative clothing and acted in a provocative manner. And when that did not change Mr. Bayless's opinion of Miss Taylor, Mr. Dixon asked him to approve of her as a favor to him. And reluctantly, Skip Bayless did so. So he
twisted his arm and made it.
So originally, Skip was like, I ain't fucking with this chick. And then the head was like, the head of the operation was like, well, what if she give you some pussy? I'm going to set something up. She gonna give you the draws. And Skip Nah, I don't want them draws. She ain't even got cowboy draws on.
He said, I want that. He said, I want that Persian dog.
Yeah,
draws.
he want that Persian. He want that hum ass.
Right, that's what he want.
Yeah, so yeah. So it looks like all of this was set up for dinners between Joy Taylor and
Hey, Fox over there in LA that whole building was fucking. The only ones that wasn't fucking was the help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We talking about all the TV personalities and everything. If they had a name, only one that now there's been a couple that's been cleared.
Yeah.
Stephen Coher.
Yeah, Colin Coher.
Colin Coher, yeah. He's been cleared because she said he's been professional and everything. But pretty much everybody over there, if you was a talent, they was fucking.
Yeah, Joy was giving it up, and I ain't even mad at her.
She was getting paid.
Yeah, I can never get mad at a woman who
uses her assets.
Yeah,
she uses her assets.
If you want to give a nigga some pussy and get it like a six figure job,
and if he
boost your career,
and if he got it, he gonna do it and give it to you because of that. Hey,
I can't hate.
You didn't force him to.
Yeah, Joy's background wasn't set up for this, but she got to this level with her pussy, and I ain't mad at her.
And her mouth.
Yeah, and maybe her mouth. I don't know what that mouth do.
And maybe her butthole.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure nothing is off limits. If I'm giving you a 7-figure,
if she making a rise like that, nothing's off limits.
Yeah.
She dominates.
Now, there's been a lot of rumors because there was that picture of Joy Taylor and Shannon Sharpe at a Dodgers game in 2016, and
I'm sure Shannon tapped it.
Skip Bayless called it a date live on air, so that's where they got that from.
Mm-hmm.
And throughout the years, Joy Taylor's been on various podcasts discussing her life, and if you listen,
she basically saying that's what she do.
Yeah, she like
owning it.
She was like, I'm tired of all these women saying what they will and won't do. It don't matter how you look. If he got the money, the charisma, whatever,
right?
It's coming off.
If you can make it happen and my life can be better because of what I do, let's go.
Something was up with her because she would always be on that feminist, women work hard, and she was always denying it.
She always what?
She was always kind of creating an aura that she worked hard.
Of course, because she wanted to make it was a front. And then if you put up a front hard enough, you can get paid off of that. Just being a spokes, being viewed as that. But we all know behind closed doors, that's not the case. You throwing that ass up, you doing whatever. You doing whatever.
Yeah, and it looks like Jason Whitlock.
What?
He put in because he worked at Fox Sports with everybody. He said, "I'm in a tough spot. I know all involved parties. The story speaks to narratives that I discuss regularly: corruption in TV and the media, the injection of women as hosts in male discussions, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm comfortable sharing and saying. What I can say for sure is Shannon Sharpe got revenge on the people he viewed as doing him wrong at FS1. Mm-hmm. Another prominent personality benefited as well, and it's a dirty game." So that's what Jason Whitlock had
basically
to say.
He co-signed it, and he just saying he not saying too much because again, you don't want to burn bridges.
Now some people are saying Jason Whitlock is upset because he ain't hit that.
Cause it's fat. Who gonna man? Listen, nigga, nobody picking up that goddamn 50, 100.
Do you think it's a new level of low fucking Jason Whitlock if you're Joy Taylor?
It is.
But you could have fucked Skip Bayless. You fucked the head of Fox.
So what? Head of Fox got her 6-figure job, and she ain't doing hardly. She's not even working 50 hours for that shit.
Jason Whitlock could have got her some takeout.
Jason Whitlock, all she can do is she was just looking at how his fat, nasty ass was sweat all on her. That's why she said no. She said I couldn't even do that.
But Acho, he was out there in these streets deep.
Acho, you can't get mad at Acho.
I'm not mad at Acho.
I just said the whole company was fucking.
Yeah.
The whole company. The only one that wasn't fucking was the hairstylists and all them. They wasn't. Yeah. But if you was a TV personality or you was a behind the cameras or you was some type of executive, whatever powerful position you was in, you was able to move that needle, yeah, you got some pussy. Or you gave us some dick. Whatever the case may be, or both.
This leads me to know, so what's up with Taylor Rooks? God.
I don't think she.
I hope not.
But again, like I said,
Taylor Rooks is one of the few female reporters I want to hold in high regards. Mm-hmm. I don't want to think you slept your way to the top. I want to actually believe.
I mean, like I said, it's again. the women ratio is like 4-1 against men. All right?
Yeah.
So we do know there's a strong percentage of them out there that use their assets to get what they want, and there are quite a few numbers out there proving that there's a lot of women out there that use their assets as far as their brain, their positioning as far as how they talk and position themselves and handle stressful situations and stuff like that, as well as being a team leader that does their job, and they don't get recognized for that because they do it the quote unquote right way. So, we gotta give a shout out to those unhurled people out there who saved countless of those. See, you know what? See, this is what you don't understand.
What's that?
So all the ones who get sleep to the top, right?
Yeah.
The type of ones that I'm talking about, these type of people I'm telling you that I just described just now, that does it the right way, they saving their jobs. They're literally saving their jobs, because if you let them do what they supposed to do, they don't know shit about their damn job. They only there. Why? Because she suck and fuck her way up there. So now to cover her ass to make sure that this hire was legit, they got somebody behind closed doors that's next to them, making sure either the numbers are right, making sure they stay on time or on point to do what they supposed to do. Those are the unsung heroes.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all. Y'all know who y'all are.
Exactly. And shout out to Earl Watson, who had to divorce Joy Taylor after he found out going through her phone that she was out here smashing left and right.
Damn, she was hoeing.
She had an NBA player and said, this ain't good enough.
And well, when he was playing, they wasn't making Steph Curry money.
He's still a multimillionaire.
That's true, but it ain't like how it is,
I get it, but
you
still got mansion money.
Listen, man,
being a role player.
When you hit that you crack that glass ceiling, that's why they pass each other wives and girlfriends around.
Yeah.
They do that.
I don't understand this, but this is going to be interesting. I want to see how this plays out.
Man, they're going to kick out that bread to them people. You know what I'm saying? And,
So it seems like she brought the lawsuit because she was fired for trumped up reasons.
Exactly.
And it was by Skip because she ain't come off them
You ain't
draws.
You didn't give up the draws.
God, this is so crazy. And the sad part is because I've seen Skip so many hours on Undisputed, I can't even sit here and say this is out of character.
No, he did it. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's like the way she worded that shit.
And on top of that, he's old, so old white
don't
man.
got that filter.
He don't give a fuck. He gonna say what's on his mind.
And he already ran off his co-host who fucking made him lose his show after Shannon left.
Right,
so he's ready to cash out.
Right, he crashing out. He's like, fuck it, let's go. He said, I'm about to retire every goddamn way.
Yeah, boy. I can't wait till this time next week because I know there's gonna be more details. But the real fucked up part I have is old girl putting the lawsuit on is throwing Joy Taylor under the bus, because at the end of the day, this is all information between her and Joy Taylor that she's putting out there.
Well, she got to put it out there because she got to show.
I understand.
And then on top of that, Joy Taylor basically said, "Fuck you." On top of that, because she came to Joy when Skip was harassing her, and Joy said, "No, get over it."
Yeah, get the fuck over it. You don't ruin this shit.
Basically, she said, "I put you in a position now. Work what you got to get where you need to get to."
I think that's what Joy was hinting at.
That's what she was hitting at without her saying
it.
She said, Joy said, I put you in this position by getting you onto a job because, bitch, you wasn't a hairstylist. Let's be real. You wasn't a hairstylist, all right? Yeah. So I got you a gig that you making north of $80,000 a year.
Oh, more than that.
Right. I said north of $80,000.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
North of $80,000 a year. You don't have the credits for that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So now, if this man offer you X amount of money just to fuck him one time, take that.
You better take that shit.
But she ain't say it without saying it.
Yeah, I know. But she was dropping hints.
Yeah, she was trying to just get over it.
Yeah, shorty, you 41 with a kid. You better give up that pussy.
Yeah, 1.2.
Yeah, 1.5.
1.5. Bitch,
you better take that money.
Get that bread. You stupid.
I couldn't even be mad at a woman for taking that.
Right.
Even if Robin disagrees with us and says subordinates can never consent, they can consent for $1.5 million. They can consent for that. 7 figures? Shit, you will consent. Okay, so I'm going to see how that plays out. I hope there's a worthy update that we can address next week because I want to see really how that's going to play out. But we need to go from that to another issue with one of our favorites, Travis Hunter, being in the news again. Well, there's been lots of stories.
Let me.
Go ahead.
Let me say this. For all the ones who says why everybody in his business. Number one, if you're on social media and you're putting it out there for everyone to see, then you cannot dictate. We just talked about Angel Reese. You cannot dictate what a person can and cannot say.
Exactly.
And in this situation, everybody looking at it wrong. Everybody see the major red flag. Everybody see you're getting played. Everybody wants you to win.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. And see, this is the one thing about one, cancel culture.
Yeah.
And two, the generation that just feel like everything got to be fair. Let's get something straight. Life isn't fair.
It never has.
It will never be fair. You feel what I'm saying? Unless somehow you born with a silver spoon, a gold spoon in your motherfucking mouth, which 90% of us hasn't. So with that being said, there's rules to this shit. You have a uncanted fan base that grew onto you, Travis. The fact that they was rooting for you to do your thing with Dion and the Buffaloes, how y'all went from Jackson State, then y'all went to Colorado, you changed that, and you won the Heisman. And then on top of that, you might be a top number one draft pick this year, upcoming draft, and you got a skank right next to you, and it's open, it's clear, and then all of a sudden the internet never loses because why? All the receipts are showing this shit.
And remember, all this happened because she didn't kiss that man on the field.
Exactly. Remember, see, we need to rewind and start. How did all this shit started? She did it.
Playing her role.
By not playing her fucking role. Number one, that man he's the ticket. He's the ticket. You on his train. So with that being said, you must understand your position. She did not kiss that man. If she'd have kissed that man, we wouldn't even
care. And the few people that would have discovered her past, it wouldn't even
it wouldn't even matter because the masses wouldn't have been on it because the masses would have been what we saw.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? They'd be like, oh man, fuck that shit. What she did in the past, that's her past. You can't get her for that. But the fact of the matter is, bruh, you got uncanted followers, fan base that wants you to win. That's not too often that you get people who don't know you.
Exactly.
Want you to win. And I know this personally because I sit here, I'm a type of person, I want everybody to win, and we got issues. Well, that's another story. But you got people that want you to win. So instead of sitting here getting defensive and locking in, because, bro, she playing you. Because like I said, outside the receipts that came out, where she want to get married? Tennessee. The laws doesn't favor you, son.
He should get married in North Carolina. We got some hard on hoes laws when it's time to divorce. Yo, I be seeing the divorces here. Women don't be getting it like you think.
They don't.
Not like, I mean, they still make out because it's America. But I be seeing in North Carolina where prenups get enforced and women don't get what they thought they were going to get in settlements from marriages. So one thing I took a notice is if I do get married, I got to stay in North Carolina and get married just in case shit goes left. This is a state where they're a little bit hard on the hoes. So you ain't just making it. It's not like California, I'll tell you that.
You're getting punched in your face.
Yeah, California, you getting fucked. In North Carolina, you stand a chance.
The thing about it is, bro, like my man Holcomb was talking about, like, you got that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and line the clip up. We got Corey discussing another concern for Travis Hunter.
You can't overlook like that when you choosing a partner. People show you what you need to know 90% of the time. And if you ignore it, you're gonna find out. Everybody talk about this young boy, Travis Hunter. They talking about him and the woman he with. It's all over the internet. It ain't even my biggest concern. I believe Travis Hunter and that girl are not gonna be around long enough for her to take his second contract, the big one.
Yeah, she gonna have a baby.
If she don't have it,
You know what I mean when I say that, Craig? In the NFL, they get a contract
Yeah.
like this. But then when they sign that
Big one.
big one, I don't even think she's gonna be around.
Yeah.
He gonna lose most of the money he got now. That ain't even my biggest concern with the brother Travis Hunter. Cause I be seeing Travis Hunter jumping around in a way where I be like,
Oh, wow.
what?
What?
Somebody say that's a young king. He is a young king. Look, my brother Travis Hunter, I salute you. I'm just worried about what I see, and it ain't the broad. The broad gonna show you what you need to know. Y'all worried about the wrong. I don't give a about that little evil ass broad who out here that embarrassed embarrassed this man, getting dropped off at clubs, all that. She ain't gonna be around for the long haul. Cause she can't help it. She's going to come out of the bag. We worried about people who are pushing a bag.
You have a knife? You don't have a
We worried about him getting hit with the back of somebody's bag. Ooh. And I hope that is not true, man, because I like my little brother.
Yeah.
He a good spirit. His Heisman speech showed that he's a good-spirited, caring
His
brother.
dad, yeah, that was sweet about his dad.
But, and I'm gonna leave it at but.
But. That's what they call it.
But.
Okay, that was Corey Holcomb discussing Travis Hunter. Yeah, so Corey is voicing a new concern because he's been seeing Travis Hunter on social media doing a little bit too much, I guess you could say, in the realm of heterosexual men, from twerking on the field to doing twerking dances on social media.
Right.
So it's
all behind this girl.
Yeah, all behind this girl. He's crashing out over this girl. So it's another concern that people are voicing. I personally, I kind of see what Corey's talking about with some of the dancing that Travis Hunter has been doing. But I don't necessarily think he's gay. I just think it's part of being a kid in this generation because these kids like to flirt and play with that shit.
Yeah, they play with that shit hard.
Yeah, growing up, I grew up in our time. I could tell you grew up in the 80s and 90s.
You don't play that shit.
You get into fights playing like that.
Fights, you lose money, careers and shit.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they get paid
to do that. Yeah, you make friends and be silly and get views doing all that weirdo
Go viral
shit.
And shit.
So you think Travis Hunter is...
No. I think he's just doing that because he's with that chick. He's trying to do things to appease her.
Mm-hmm. So how long do you think she's going to stay around in this situation?
Well, the intensity of the fan base and the non-fan base of this, I don't see it lasting long because, number one, it doesn't matter how much he sit here and try to defend. Because, see, what he's doing now is what every other young person like we were, if mom and dad said, don't go out there and do that. Go out there and do that. You're going to get hurt. You're going to da-da-da. We feel invincible. We know, like, man, my mom and dad don't know what they doing. How the way they did, that was old. This is what we doing now. It's new. They don't know nothing about this. I'm gonna show them. Da-da-da. Until you crash out, fuck up. And mom and dad like, I told you, right?
Yeah.
I told your ass you're hard-headed and shit like that. So he's right now like, we gonna show the world that it ain't what they talking about.
So I think he's with this girl, just on some ego shit. Like, I've known this girl 5 years. Y'all just found out about me. Now
Even though the receipts is being shown.
Yeah.
And they coexist the timeline that they supposed to have been together.
He's just doing this at a point on some ego shit.
That's all. Because if you sitting here and then he a simp as he a simp young man.
Simp.
But it goes back to what I was saying that he didn't get a lot of pussy.
Yeah.
Because if he did, he wouldn't be getting played like this.
He's only what, 22?
Is that 21? No, probably younger than that.
Yeah, and he's been with this girl 5 years, so he's been fucking since he's 16.
No.
What?
She ain't giving him no pussy.
She ain't giving him none?
None.
You mean he ain't never smashed?
Nope. Let me tell you why. anytime what man gonna take a girl to a party and you sit outside while she goes in the party?
A nigga who trying to smash.
No, a simp ass nigga. Yeah. Right. Ain't a nigga who trying to smash, he going up in there with her. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even go up there and with her. Far as she concerned, she be getting her head knocked off while he's outside waiting and shit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Then on top of that, I know how she playing this dude. She's saying, you ain't getting no pussy until we get married. That's how she playing him. Now, this is how I know he's not getting no pussy, because he told you in his interviews leading up to the Heisman, all he does, play video games and study his playbook.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Even though he had a girlfriend before her, see, the girlfriend before her played her role. She wasn't.
How do you know he ain't getting no pussy from her?
Nah, because...
Are you saying he's a virgin?
Yeah. He a virgin.
I don't believe that.
I believe that. You know, I'm gonna tell you why. If any man, when you got your first piece, right?
Oh yeah.
When you first got that, right?
Yeah.
How did it feel?
It felt good, but it also felt disappointing.
Right. But what it did for you the next time you had an opportunity, either you created or it just haven't fell in your lap.
Yeah, it made me want some pussy.
Right. So now, if you came across someone that's obviously playing you,
yeah,
you're not taking that. Why? Because you got the confidence enough to go elsewhere and get it. You just said it that you like. If it's somebody, what you said at the beginning.
Yeah,
if
but some niggas get. Maybe she put it on, bro. Like we said that before.
Let me tell you why. They told you how she ended up getting with her.
Yeah.
Her brother set this shit up. Remember, she said she kept him in a DM.
Yeah,
she didn't know.
I remember that. Her brother had to tell her who he
she
was.
didn't know nothing about this nigga. She knew that he's Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
That he played football.
But
the brother came to her like,
no, he's Travis Hunter.
No, he's not Travis Hunter. He's Travis Hunter. That nigga gonna have a bag. And if you play this shit right, motherfucker, we can get this money. You can even divorce his ass on
get a baby by that nigga.
Yeah, not even that. She can.
That's why I'm saying
she can get.
So is she scheming? Why ain't she fucking and getting pregnant?
She don't know. The key. That's how much of a simp he is. You don't have to. Some men and some women, but mostly men. I know this for a fact because I've seen two situations like this. A man liked this woman so bad, they live in the same house. She has kids by other men. This is before he came along. All right. So now he does play like a father figure, like towards them. Meanwhile, while she's in another room, he's in another room. Mind you, she tell this man, you go, do what you do. So she's not like one of the ones like, I'm doing me, you sit your ass still. She's like, nah, she ain't actually encourage him. But in his mind, no, I want to wait on you.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? Mind you, she's out doing her thing. You feel what I'm saying? So she comes by every now and then, except for Travis, you don't have to do it with him. But in this case, I'm talking about she gives him sympathy pussy. She might give it to him and he gets locked in. So that means whatever it is she want him to do, whether she say it out loud or not, he's going to do it.
But you said she gave him sympathy pussy.
On her terms.
Yeah.
Now, in this case, she don't have to because number one, he's never had it.
Yeah.
Okay, he never had it. Then on top of that, she giving up the draws. She's fucking.
Oh, of course.
So she's a player. You know what I'm saying? She know she told you she don't like this nigga.
Of course. That's a given.
He's unattractive to her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a given.
Right. So the brother is coaching her like, yo, you can get this motherfucker and you can get some bread out of this shit. And if you play this shit right, you can get up out of here unscathed. She probably like what Beck she did. She gave him a Beck. She probably gave him some head.
Yeah.
That's the most she probably gave him. But that nigga ain't had no pussy because he's crashing out.
Yeah.
So he's a superstar. This man been in the limelight since Pee-wee football.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So once you get middle school, especially high school, pussy is thrown at you. College, pussy is thrown at you. Yeah. You don't have to say nothing. He told you what he does. Study his playbook, play video games.
But lots of athletes do that.
No. They not listen. They're not saying I study you never hear no athlete when you actually do it. If you really look at interviews, you really don't hear no athlete saying, I'm playing video games and studying my playbook. That's it. That's all I do.
I hear plenty of athletes.
I don't hear them say that.
I've heard athletes say that.
It's a lot of them out.
I mean, they're doing more.
They're
That's
doing
what they
that.
tell the media.
Right. No. But he's telling it and living it. That's
I
what
believe
I'm talking.
it.
Right.
Possibly.
So that's the thing I'm talking about. He's telling it and living it. Other athletes, they're telling it. You know what I'm saying? But they're living, they got room for other shit. They out here fucking, they're playing the field. He's not. Because if so, she's ugly. She got a big ass nose, dog. And I know Colorado got some bitches out there. You feel what I'm saying? This is college. They coming from all over the country. You feel what I'm saying? So I know there's some badass chicks out there in Colorado.
There's bad chicks everywhere.
But what I'm saying to you is how he's defending her, how he's doing this shit. You feel what I'm saying? To him, when he was coming up, this the girl of his dreams. He really wanted her. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she, like we was talking about a couple shows ago, she put him in a friend zone.
Yeah.
Because she didn't like his ass. You feel what I'm saying? And until brother got in her ear, she like, oh, okay, now she changed up. Like I said, at most, she told him, you ain't getting no pussy until we get married. That's why he said, yo, we get married like right after the draft.
Oh, that bro wanted that pussy bad.
He wanted bad. She told him that shit. So that's why the nigga had a fucking plan. Shador said they didn't even know.
Yeah.
He said they didn't even know. He said the nigga wouldn't even go on trips with him. I'm saying, she cuffing this nigga and look.
Yeah.
This is the chair on the top. The brother stay in the house with him.
Yeah, I heard that.
He stay in the house with him.
That's his best friend, isn't it?
Yes.
They do a podcast together.
So look, it's the tag team on his ass, and I'm like, where his mama and daddy at in this whole shit? They probably playing.
Didn't his moms call him a mistake at his Heisman Trophy presentation?
I can't speak on. I don't remember that. I just think that the yes men in his ear are not telling him what he needs to know because they're afraid that he's gonna kick him out.
Yeah.
And the world is telling him what the people that's close to him may have tiptoe around it, but they're not telling him like, yo, she ain't it.
Yeah.
But we forgot that Dion had to tap her on the shoulder like stand up.
Stand up. You gotta stand up for your man.
I'm just saying, it just, again, Travis, if you listening, bro, don't take it as an offense when people trying to tell you things, bro. Yeah. You at the end of the day, you is your own grown man. You make your decision. You do your thing. But what you're not understanding is people want you to win. They know this chick next to you and her brother is fucking playing you, bro. But like Corey said, she won't be around for the next contract.
No, I don't believe she'll be around. He'll get some sense.
Yeah, he'll crash out. He'll find out the first. Because like what she said, what he said, another thing what was key, what we not understanding, he said she's always mad at him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I already know that.
So now, this is how I know she's not going to last. Because it's another athlete this year we talked about. He was playing trash. Mm-hmm. He ended up getting benched.
Your boy's from Carolina.
Right? And his girl left and went with Tyrese Maxey. Now look what happened since she's been gone. He got his starting position back. They damn near won all the rest of their games since.
So she was holding them back.
She was holding them back. This is the same shit gonna happen to his ass. She gonna hold him back.
So far, Travis hasn't been held back.
Well, he's in football now, man. I you know what? I believe he has been held back but the only thing that helped him in this shit was because he's attached to Shador.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Dion. You know what I'm saying? So that kept him. If he didn't have that, I think it'd have been a little bit different. So me personally, she has held him back because there's no telling what he could have done. They might have probably went to the Big 12 championship. They might have could have been, because you gotta look at it. Some of the games that you can look. Listen, man, the internet is mean, bro. You can probably go back to some of the games they lost and look at how he played. And you can probably put the analytics of her attaching to his ass and how he played, you know what I'm saying, and when he played good and this and third, and you can probably find some correlation into that shit. Because at the end of the day, if you believe in a woman that's next to you and she fucking with you, bro, you said yourself, you fuck with your piece, you go to work mad.
Yeah.
You wake up pissed the fuck off. You go to work, man. Ain't nothing going right. Shit falls apart around you because you can't stay focused because the person that you believe in, that you actually gave a part of yourself to, she playing with that shit. And it's almost to a degree that sometimes you might want to kill a goddamn ass. At other times, you just like, yo, what the fuck we doing? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we saw Bryce Young. The girl was holding him back. He was playing bad. He got benched. She left him. Went to another nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. He got his shit back. He shining.
Well, what did Tyrese Maxey do when he was dating her? Did he shine? Didn't he make it to the All-Star team?
Well, no, he just started the season. So as of right now,
I'm talking about last year.
I don't.
He was an All-Star last year.
Yeah, he was All-Star last year. So we'll see. We'll see what it is. Well, as of right now, as a team, they team sorry as fuck. So
she's tanking them.
Right.
So it's her fault Phillies
and
losing.
You know, they got, MB and Paul George too. Y'all supposed to be middle to near the top of the damn standings.
That is correct.
They're not. So yeah.
Yeah. Well,
a woman in this case is a woman. But we have a situation with men. But in this case, a woman can help you get. She can put a battery behind your back and you be Superman and go out here and just, think you do and she can also take that bitch out of you and you just don't know what the fuck going on. And you probably ain't yourself because you're in a perplexed situation. So yeah, it can have a greatly effect on it. So that's why she will not make it to the second contract.
Makes all the sense in the world.
Because in football, you got clear aggression.
Yeah.
So if he playing defense and your girl's in your head and shit like that, you gonna get burned in some plays. The coach is gonna get in your ass. The teammates gonna get in your ass. It's gonna triculate. It's gonna percolate back to you because it's 11 people. 10 other men depend on you to do your job.
Yeah.
And if you can't do your job because somebody got it's inside your
mind
head,
screwed up.
It will reverberate back to you. Reverberate back.
No
to
doubt.
you.
No doubt. Okay. So I want to move on from Travis Hunter's girlfriend and talk about another NFL player whose ex is making waves in the news right now, and that's Chad Ochocinco.
Yeah.
His ex, Sharelle Rosado, isn't that her name?
Yeah, something like that.
She was on a recent podcast giving details about the breakup between her and Ochocinco.
I think the biggest thing with us, and who knows, maybe a year or two after therapy, whatever. We're both in therapy.
Together or separately?
Separately.
Okay.
It may bring us back together. You never know. Because he's a great guy. Chad is an amazing person. Like, out of my relationships, he's probably the best I've been with, on a serious note. Like, he's very supportive. He has done a lot to help me. Of course, I had my own coming into this relationship, but he took it to a whole nother level. Some people I snap back on are the ones, well, you cheated on your ex-husband for him. Like, y'all don't know my story. Y'all don't know what happened. We weren't married. He married me after I stepped out with Chad because he didn't want to lose me. So
let's talk about that. Mm-hmm. You were in a relationship prior to meeting Chad.
Yes,
you were
with my son's father.
With your son's father, and you cheated on your son's father with Chad.
Yes.
You stepped outside of the relationship.
It was done. Like, I went through so much with him. It was a lot. And it was to a point where I was like, whatever. Like, we were building a house and everything. We were not married, but we were together for 6 years. So, but it was so much after when you're getting cheated on constantly and you're staying there, like, you're pregnant and they're not there. They're out with their ex. It was so much going on in that relationship, and I finally had enough. I was like, I'm just gonna do me.
Did Chad approach you knowing you were in this relationship?
I approached Chad. Actually, this is what I did. I was laying on the couch because I was pissed off, and we had just got to arguing, and it was that Sunday, and I sent heart eyes because I was watching his story. I sent heart eyes, and he responded right back. And
I bet he did.
Chad has always been my celebrity crush.
Really?
Yes.
For years.
Years. He was my favorite athlete. He's always been like, I have never felt a way about a man the way that I feel about Chad.
So that was Rel.
She sat right there and told you she set that shit up.
Yeah, basically.
See, so we look. I didn't mean to cut y'all.
Go ahead.
When we go back talking about Cam and shit like that, how Cam got to play the field when we got women like that who's already scheming. She's scheming.
Mm-hmm.
She's scheming.
Yeah. So it looks like Sharelle Rosado was on the.
God,
what was the name of this podcast that she was appearing on? It
These
was the
motherfuckers.
Reality with the King podcast with Carlos King. And she explained that she went through Ochocinco's phone and found text messages between him and other women. Allegedly, but it's irony because that's the way she met Chad.
Exactly.
And basically she was just saying the relationship wasn't going to work, but this was her celebrity crush. This was the guy she fantasized about.
And she wanted it, and she went and got it. So because of that ego, pride, she gonna do what she do.
See, this is all shocking to me because all I knew Rel from was Nightcap when she would pop up with Ochocinco. I didn't know anything about her or her background or anything about her other than Nightcap. So from my understanding, they look like a cool couple. They look like they were the happy couple people talk about. Obviously, there were things going on behind the scenes that we were unaware of.
I mean, everybody got problems. Everybody goes through things. I mean, it's just how things were set up. If it was set up like that, it was bound to crash because again, you was with someone, you left them because you had a breadwinner. You had somebody that was doing better than what you had. You had to come up, so that's why you left him. And Chad, he was a simp because he had a thing for Latino light-skinned women.
Yeah. He gave her a baby.
He gave you a baby. You got you another paycheck, engagement ring. Yeah. So again, everything was set up. You set that up. He didn't choose you. You choose him.
Yeah, I didn't realize she was scandalous when I was watching her on Nightcap. I didn't know she had this background where she was cheating on her man with Ochocinco and then got married to the dude. So she married this dude after she cheated on him with Chad.
Right.
And I just don't understand women like this who expect to live a happily ever after life when they're intentionally just going out and screwing people over. So I'm a little perplexed at this whole situation. And it seems like even though she broke up with Chad, she's just keeping the nigga's name in her mouth.
Because she got to stay relevant. Look, the thing about it is, once again, she played, see, in this case, she actually played her role. But now she intentionally removed herself.
She didn't play her role because she was all in his podcast.
Well, this is why I say she played her role to where she got what she wanted.
Yeah, to a degree.
Yeah.
She never married him.
Well, she got
the kid and an engagement ring.
She flipped. She. That's why I said she played a role. She used her assets.
Now, one dirty macking move she did was, you remember that interaction she had on Instagram when she first broke up with Chad, and one woman said, "I'm gonna slide in Chad's DMs," and Rel responded with, "You go ahead, girl. Make sure you don't catch anything." So she was implying that Chad had STDs.
Right.
So that was one of the first questions dude asked her on the podcast was, did Chad give you an STD? To which she clarified, no, he did not.
Right. She was hating because she wanted to make sure that the woman
other woman
touch him.
Exactly. So what she did to try and cover up her tracks, she was saying, no, you'll catch like feelings. That's what she tried to say to cover it up.
This is why I tell people, if you're dealing with someone popular, right, they're going to be groupies. They're going to be people that's going to say some things because they want to rock your boat. They want to see how tight y'all relationship is. And if you show any hints that you want to listen to the gossip, they got you. Because they can tell you any fucking thing, and whether it's slightly true or not, you're gonna be confused and perplexed, and you might fall victim and listen to it. You cannot. This is why the communication between the couples has to be on point. Do not share everything, overly share everything on social media. That's the problem. People overly share on social media about your private life.
Exactly.
Do your thing.
Leads to public breakups.
If you got somebody that you fuck with, you rock with them. If y'all, if that relationship, if you happy, if she make you happy, he make you happy, and they're consistent, Key word, consistent.
Yeah, that's
rock
the key.
with that shit.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? Can't get caught up in the norm.
Now, it doesn't seem like they're finished because she said at the moment she's having fun traveling. But on a serious note, she says after therapy, after everything, once we clear the slate with everything, I would be open to going on a date with him and we
She
go
want
from
her.
there.
She want him to get knock her ass up again or start paying for her bills. That's all. Pay them bills.
It sound like he broke up with her and she's just hanging around till he get his mind right allegedly, and she gets back with him.
Right. She gonna try.
And that would trip me out.
She gonna try to seduce him.
That would trip me out if I broke up with a girl and she just hops up on podcasts and shit talking about me in the relationship.
Man, listen, bro.
Talking about I might give him a second chance.
Right.
That shit is aggravating because it makes it seem like she got the power when it's him who has the power.
Well, see that again. This is what happened when you dealing with a previous nigga that's a simp.
Yeah.
And you thinking that you come over here dealing with alpha, that you can do that simp ass shit on the alpha, and when that alpha buck and do and show you what it means. Now you gotta do some crazy ass whack shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Outside of knowing because you was out of line.
Yeah. So this is a crazy story, but it's just kind of weird to see her keeping his name in her mouth and just basically hinting that she still likes this dude.
She just want to remain relevant.
Yeah.
Because as long as she's relevant, people on Google search her, whatever she sells, product wise, it's people gonna buy it just because of that. So you guys to stay relevant. See, this is another thing. Once you done hit over 1 million followers, or hell, if you got over 500,000 to 1 million followers, and you dealing with somebody to where yourself is attached to somebody who's that's a star, a former star. You feel what I'm saying? You come up whatever it is you want to do and put it out there, and you attached to them. People gonna support and buy from because you are attached to him. So by her speaking his name, by her saying I might and this and the third, that's making people like, let me look this bitch up and see who the fuck she is.
Yeah, I'll admit I've looked her up since.
Oh, that's her. Oh, and then some of them like, oh, she sell this. Shit, I need that. Let me get that. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so if you look at it, if you get 100,000 sales, nigga, you did great. Just because she talked about him on the podcast.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And another person doing their best to keep their name in the news is LeAngelo Ball. LeAngelo Ball released his new song, Tweaker. Have you had a chance to hear it?
Yeah, I heard that shit.
What do you think of the song?
If it's trash to me, but I'm just saying, but how music is viewed nowadays, I can see it probably going gold.
Yeah, it says in under 24 hours since its official release, the song has garnered 816,000.
See what I'm saying?
816,000 views and counting on YouTube, and it was also released on Apple Music and Spotify. So those numbers haven't been accumulated
Once
yet.
again, it's a numbers game. Once you reach quote unquote some type of stardom, it's a numbers game. Whatever you say, whatever you got, purchase wise, merch wise, if you say you got 1 million followers and you say, hey, look, go out there and buy blah, blah, blah. All you need is at least 5,000 up to say you did great.
Yeah, now people are saying the song has that early 2000s vibe. It's like a Cash Money track. It's like a Nelly track.
I told you it's gonna end up going gold. I wouldn't be surprised they go platinum because again, it's people like the Ball family. You know what I'm saying? So he attached to his brothers. You know what I'm saying? That both of them are
that
in
family name already is going to get you an extra look in whatever.
Exactly. So again, there are going to be some people out there gonna be like, "Oh, I like this shit." They gonna like that shit. I can see this. I can see it going gold. I would not be surprised if it goes platinum. I'm just saying.
No, the song itself isn't bad. It's already made its way to the Cleveland Cavalier locker room. They were playing the song while Donovan Mitchell was
See what I'm
getting
saying?
an interview.
See what I'm saying? Co-signing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
and
once,
NBA players are
once
co-signing.
once the NBA players co-sign, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
That shit going platinum.
So
if
the
it haven't
song is
already.
gonna blow up,
Yeah.
but there have been a lot of memes on it that have been having me rolling, bro, because they've been talking about like this sound like the intro to EA Sports video games in the 2007 bad to this shit. Yo, if you've been watching Twitter, they've been playing the song like and posting like intros to like PlayStation 2 video games. Like Need for Speed 2 and shit. They play the song over that. So yeah, it's a catchy tune. It's nothing I would bump personally, because even when that shit was popping, I wasn't bumping that music. Me, I was an underground head personally. So in the early 2000s, I was bumping like Raucous and all that independent shit.
I was mine was
yeah.
Well, like Papoose, because he was underground.
Yeah, Papoose, early 2000s.
Let's see, who else? MOP, they was considered underground. Hell, Black Moon, they was considered underground.
Black Moon released that album,
Right.
their second album in the 2000s.
And, what, Lords of the Underground, they was considered underground, you know what I'm saying?
Most Def,
Yeah,
Black on
exactly.
Both Sides
Yeah, exactly.
came out.
Exactly, so yeah.
Yeah, that album came out when I was in college. I remember buying that album my freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the song is catchy. I could see it doing something, and if LiAngelo Ball has more songs of this similar nature, I could see him having a rap career. I could see him doing shows, performing places,
All
getting
day,
money,
of
doing
course,
stuff
'cause
like that.
Just based off the name, and he's half-assed okay.
Yeah. I'm glad LiAngelo found the lane. I hope he can find the success that he had in music that he did not have in basketball.
Correct.
Because that would fuck with me being the middle child, seeing my older and
my
younger
young
brother.
doing their thing, and they, stars.
Yeah, because didn't Lonzo say he needs to go overseas and play?
Mm-hmm. He ain't want to.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I don't want to spend, especially when you got that last name. You can do something else and be successful at that.
That's true.
Which is what he's doing. It may not make the same money as your brother, and but
Younger
it's
brother.
enough to it's enough to live a very good life. So I hope LiAngelo Ball can capitalize off this. I'll listen to it just because I like the Ball family, but personally, no, I'm not a big fan of the song itself.
Correct.
But I get why people like it. It's very Nelly-ish. And we're going to stay on basketball because LeBron James' son, Bryce James, committed to Arizona. So he's going to be a Wildcat.
All right.
So I was kind of curious to know why he chose there, because I'm pretty sure being LeBron James' son, you have a choice of any university that will be lucky
it's
to
probably
have you.
it's probably set up for him to where he can do a one and done. They're gonna make sure they feature him. You know what I'm saying? He because again, LeBron done told y'all he's gonna stay until he play with both of his sons.
Uh-huh.
So he's gonna be a one and done situation for him, Bryce, and wherever Bryce gets drafted. Now this is gonna be interesting because obviously by the time Bryce get there, LeBron will be at the end of his Lakers contract. So he'll be a free agent. Now I already know Lakers most likely will not sign him again because he's gonna be well over 40. You know what I'm saying? So the only way that would happen if this nigga still top 10 scoring. If he top 15 scoring by the time the end of his damn contract, okay, I can see that happening. Now,
Which I think he will be, isn't he? Doing that right now?
yeah, he is. So the thing about it is though, is where Bryce is going to get drafted at, because for him to have two sons on the Lakers team, that means either one or two things. Bryce going to be like his brother, which I doubt it because he's taller than Bronny. You feel what I'm saying? And his skill set seems like it's more fluently, like it's ready to go than Bronny. Because like I said, Bronny is shorter. Now Bronny shorter between the two, shorter between the James, the men and the James and shit. Because Bryce, he's like what 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? His daddy's 6'6", 6'7", shit like that. So Bronny's 6'3". So he's the shortest out of everybody. So his game is what I've seen him done in AAU. You know what I'm saying? I believe he's going to get right. And it's probably like the offensive system in Arizona probably fits his game, plus helps him be able to get to the NBA, because I believe as long as he have a good season, above average season in college, he can be a lottery pick.
Okay, currently it looks like Bryce James is listed at 6'4", 190 pounds.
And he's not even finished growing. He's not even. He's still got. This summer he can get another 3 to 4 inches.
Yeah, it is possible he could be his father's height when it's all said and done.
Exactly. So he's still got some time. He's still growing.
So what do you see Arizona doing with Bryce James? Because from my understanding, he's not a top recruit. This just seems more like a win for press reasons for Arizona versus an actual legitimate.
Well, where he rank at now?
Okay, so I saw he ranked like 47th, I believe.
So out of 47 out of 100, that's good. And he still has time to bump his rate up by the time it's time for him to go to college, because he's still like a year out. So
it says currently James is ranked as a 3-star prospect and the number 47th shooting guard in the class of 2025.
All right, so he's at a shooting guard, mind you, as long as he doesn't continue to grow. Because if he does, and depending on how his ball skills, he can go from a shooting guard to / small forward and probably a point guard, depending on how his handles is. Mm-hmm. So, he still got time for his game to grow. And as a 3-star with a year to go, he can probably get up to a 4, if not a 5-star, getting in, depending on what AAU leagues he's in and how dominant he can be. So he still got time to be a top recruit or near the top.
Yeah. So
3-star, 3-star is good though, for real though. You know what I'm saying? I can say if you like a 1-star or use a walk-on or some shit like that, that's different. You know what I'm saying? You a 3-star, that's good.
You're still pretty good.
You're still pretty good. He's 47th. You know what I'm saying? So, he still got about a good year, almost 2, to get his shit up. He can still be in the top 25, no problem.
I'm just curious to see if he can get to the league. So you think he's going to be one and done?
Yeah, I believe he's going to be one and done.
So he'll be one and done.
One, his daddy got super influence plus Clutch Sports.
Yeah.
Long as Clutch Sports guy is in the game, they're gonna have a position to where he's gonna get there.
Interesting. So I'm gonna see how that pans out, because I want to see Bryce get to the league so Bron can say he had 2 sons.
And I played with both of them.
Yeah, both of them.
Can't no,
because I think after his contract's over, if Bryce is one and done, he's just gonna go to the team
wherever he's at.
Yeah, for the league minimum. It don't matter.
That's it.
Oh, that's good. Oh man, so I guess the NFL, because today was the final day of the season. There's no Monday Night Football anymore.
Today was the final day of the season.
I know I got the victory for my squad.
Listen, I'm gonna say it again. We can go back to the first show when we first started talking about the NFL, and we talked about Dak and my boy contracts. We talked about when Jerry was saying we all in and we ain't getting no free agents. I said then.
You said they weren't gonna be shit.
We wasn't gonna be shit. So
I
was right. So the only thing I can do is when we get our victories, I talk my shit then. But other than that, I knew we wasn't going anywhere. So
all I know,
I'm hating. That's all I'm doing.
The Commanders clinched the playoff spot, and that's all I asked.
We had a chance to beat these motherfuckers.
Had a chance.
Had a chance to sweep these niggas, and they got away.
Yep.
I'm glad I didn't see that shit.
We broke 50-50 with Dallas.
Right.
Because, I thought we should have had that Thanksgiving after Thanksgiving game.
It's all right. It's all good. Hey, man, listen, do y'all thing in the playoffs. I ain't hating you and
I'm just glad to see us in the playoffs, man. It's something to build upon.
Right. Listen, man, I ain't hating, because last time y'all been was when y'all had RG3.
Yeah, it's been a very long time
that's
since
a decade.
We sniffed the playoffs.
Like 10 years.
Yeah, it's been,
So, I ain't hating. Y'all deserve
excited.
It. Y'all deserve it.
Shout out to Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, rookie of the year.
Team.
That's rookie of the year.
Definite rookie. I'm going to be mad as hell if he don't get rookie of the year.
He's rookie of the year. He got him to the playoffs in a decade. Yeah, and he leads the league amongst rookies as throwing and
now,
running.
is that NFC rookie or is that rookie for the entire league?
For the entire league.
Yeah.
Because he done broke Michael Vick's record for rookie throwing the ball and running.
We out here breaking records.
Yeah, so like I said, ain't them stinking ass Eagles. shout out to them bum ass motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm gonna say something.
Hey, the NFC East is thoroughly represented.
Yeah, but sadly say, both of them niggas gonna get knocked the fuck out. Cause y'all play the Eagles. No, y'all will play the Eagles. If y'all 7.
Then we beat the Eagles already.
Y'all will play them.
I know. We already gave them 1-0. They gave us 1.
Okay.
We 50-50 with everybody.
I'm just saying, I was just saying if y'all the 7th seed, y'all will play the Eagles.
Yeah. So I'm gonna not like Branson that weekend. So
I'm gonna enjoy it. So I'm Sunday. One of y'all niggas going home.
Yeah.
One of y'all.
Nah, it's gonna be Philly because we already beat them once. We got the key to beating them, so that's how it's gonna be.
I know. Everything played out. College
it did
football,
what it was supposed to do.
Let's see, college football. All the teams that had a bye got bounced.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that lets you know having that bye, having that extra rest doesn't help. And in some cases, because if you ain't ready to go, you can get thumped. But as of right now,
yeah,
Ohio State is kind of favored right there. I believe they got an outside chance of winning it because
when is the championship game?
This Thursday. You got Penn State. They play against Texas. Go against Ohio State. Penn State plays Notre Dame.
Oh, okay.
So you got 2-story program, Notre Dame and the Fighting Irish playing each other, and that's wild. You got 2 black coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure I got my numbers right. Yeah, 2 black coaches.
2.
And one of them going to have a chance to win a national title. Not saying have it been done before.
I don't know about 2 black coaches for a national title.
No, I'm just saying we had a black coach to win a national title as a head coach.
I don't know.
I haven't even. No, we haven't. I have never
heard of it.
Never heard of a black coach that ever won it.
Damn.
So we have an opportunity to have a black coach. Damn, look at it, 2025.
Yeah. Won't he do it?
We still saying first time ever. Anyway.
Yeah.
So one of them. But all I know is the college playoffs it's been exciting. It has Ohio State, that freshman wide receiver, Joe, I think his name is Joe Smith, I think.
Word.
He's a beast. 6'3", 225.
Damn.
He's jumping up to catching balls amongst little boys. Like, watch out. He said he made a proclamation before the game, can't nobody stick him in. He went out there, he had 2 touchdowns and over 150 yards receiving.
So he's out there making it happen.
Yeah, so the playoffs is very interesting, and we're gonna see some good games.
Cool. I'm eager to. I'll watch that on, as you said, Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep my eye peeled.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Any other topics you want to cover?
No.
Okay, well, it was a great show, and despite it seeming very long, it was only 2 hours and 7 minutes, but it's the first show of 2025. You see how quickly we get through shit when we don't argue?
Right.
Arguments add 30 minutes extra to the show.
Of course, because people got to get their points across and shit like that.
So when we're agreeable, the show goes by pretty quick. So thank y'all for tuning in.
Love
we
y'all.
have the donation link in the description if y'all feel necessary.
If you
can
love
donate.
us, donate to the show.
I can tell you right now, all that money goes back to the show. So if we get a lot of donations, there's going to be
You'll see plenty of upgrades.
Yeah, we put money back into it. Thank y'all for helping us afford these gels that gave us color to the lights and added a little, so it's not all white backgrounds and shit. So that's one of the things we did as a reward for y'all helping us out. But stay tuned. I guess we'll be back Saturday.
Yeah,
we just came for the Sunday show. Yeah. Y'all stay up, like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends.
Peace.
Peace.